Hello and good morning and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. My name is Tammy, and for those of you who are new, welcome. Glad you could join us this morning. And to those who are regular watchers, welcome back. And I hope everybody had a great weekend. It was supposed to be really nice here, but it was actually a little chilly. I still had to do some planting, getting seeds ready. So they can germinate for, April. So as I'm doing the reading, you're going to see I'm all jacked up. Broke my nail. I'm all cut up. So it was a good productive weekend though. So anyway, with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get started this morning. First of all, before I begin, for those of you who are new to the channel, what I will do this morning is I will pull 3 cards. You're going to pick one card, either the left, the middle, or the right. It will be time stamped, so you can then go to the card you choose. And I will then do your reading, which will cover today, this 27th through Thursday, March 2nd. Can you believe it's already the 3rd month of this year? Wow. At the end of the reading of the 3rd card, I then do what's called a Reiki Hug, as I am a Reiki master teacher, and it is 2 minutes of distance healing just for you. It's for emotional, mental, physical, spiritual healing, combination, all the above, whatever you need for that 2 minutes. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, real quick housekeeping, and I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling before I get into the housekeeping. So let me go ahead and show you this beautiful crystal this morning, and this is Argonite. Isn't that the coolest looking crystal? I use this crystal when I'm doing some root chakra work and grounding and drawing in earth energy and Gaia. But just a stunning crystal. And this morning, I'm going to go ahead and give this a tap. Get out any negativity, although these cards were cleaned yesterday. I'm pulling from the Light Seers Tarot, which the Light Seers, it is just like Rider-Waite, except it's more pictorial, it's more recent pictures. I've explained this before. This deck is really stiff, so I have a really hard time shuffling it. So I will be doing it in pieces. So anyway, for those of you who are new, or if you've watched me a few times and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. By subscribing to the channel, it really does support me with that YouTube algorithm, and it encourages me to continue putting out content, and the channel's really been growing, and positive feedback, and I'm flooded with ideas right now, and I just don't have enough time to do anything. So anyway, smash that subscribe button. And when I shuffle like this, I got to do it off camera because I can't watch the camera and do it. I don't know why. I just drop cards all over the place then. So anyway, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can turn off notifications. That will not offend me. And I thank you in advance for subscribing. Again, thank you. You're doing me a huge, huge, huge favor. Trying to get to that. The goal in YouTube is 1,000 subscribers. And then that's when I guess then you can start making money off your channel or what have you. So anyway, also, I wanted to say one thing before we do get started this morning, and that is the full moon is on the 7th. So please go to yournaturalhealer.com, click on, you can either click on, it'll say the Lotus Center, which will tell you then to go to Other, and under the Other tab, you will see the Lotus Center, which will take you to another website, which is lotuscenter.online. You can go directly there as well, and that is my educational site. And I am offering, I did the one for the full moon, and what was that? Almost 2 weeks ago. And so I'm going to offer another event, but this time it's going to be using the energy of the full moon. It ran about, I think it was like 85 minutes. It includes lots of things. It includes gratitude exercise. We work on our affirmation and what we're trying to manifest. We will work on, what else did we do? We did a tarot spread specifically for that particular moon, and that was a super new moon in Pisces. We did a candle ceremony. We did a crystal grid, which, hold on, if I can get it without messing it up. This is the crystal grid. It is still going from the new moon ceremony. And for everybody that was involved, it is keeping the energy going to help increase their manifestation. And that'll be taken down the morning of the full moon, and I'll do another one that evening. We also do a guided meditation. I think there's something else, but anyway, it's a really good event. They're all what I do every cycle. I always do this ritual, for lack of a better term, on the new moon and the full moon, drawing the energy from those moons. So anyway, if it's something you're interested, it's only $5 for $5. Oh, and you're getting distance Reiki. So for $5, you're getting a specific, helping, assistance with using the energy of this particular moon. You're getting a candle ceremony, which the candle I burn until it goes out. And again, that candle, it's kind of like people, when you have a birthday cake and you got candles on it, you make a wish and blow it out. That's kind of the same premise of, people will call it candle magic, whatever you want to call it. But that's kind of the same premise for the candle ceremony I do. And like I said, you get a grid, you get a meditation, you're getting Reiki. And for $5, I think that's a great energy exchange. Anyway, all right, enough about that. I'll mention it again at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and move this beautiful piece of argonite. And if I sound tired, I apologize if I'm not feeling my normal pep this morning. I have different lights on, so I'm thinking that hopefully this helps sometimes with the glare. I just really need coffee, and it was a long, very, very busy weekend. Okay, so I'm going to shut up, I promise. We're going to get this party started. All right, so here are your 3 cards. Don't think too much in it. Use your third eye. Use your intuition. What is your gut telling you? Left, middle, or right? And there you go. You've got your card. This is time stamped. So if you chose the left card, this is what you pulled this week. And that is the Fool. Now, no, it doesn't mean you're a fool or an idiot or nothing like that. If you look at this, it's kind of a pretty card. She's got her eyes closed. She's standing on the ledge, and she's got, looks like a piece of amethyst in her hand, and she's holding onto that wand, and she's about to go over the edge. And the Fool is a wonderful card in tarot. Actually, it is a card about new beginnings, and I like that they put the amethyst here, because the amethyst, I always say, is like, if you don't know what crystal to use, go for amethyst. It will work on 99.9% of the things. If you're not sure, go with amethyst. You can't go wrong. So it's telling her, or you rather, because this is the card you drew this week, that, you have everything you need to manifest in your life. As I said, this is a card of new beginnings, new energy. It's a card of innocence, and that innocence always goes with new beginnings. And I don't mean innocence like if you think of a little child that doesn't know anything, but if you think about something when you embark on, whether it's a new relationship or a new job, when it's the beginning, you're very innocent in essence of whatever the situation is, okay? And this card is telling you, you know what? You have everything you need. And you know what? You don't need to question nothing. You don't need to sit there and make all these detailed plans. Go for it. Whatever it is, just go for it. Take a leap of faith. Jump off that cliff. Let go and jump. Take your piece of amethyst with you, though, because that looks like a pretty big crystal. But the universe is really telling you to trust the universe. And people might, if you've told anybody your plans or something you're thinking about doing or something you want to do or you want to try, and they're telling you, oh, you know what, you're crazy. You know what? Don't listen to them. It's almost like, when I was starting my Your Natural Healer business, people were like, you're over 50. Why would you start a new business now? So what? Doesn't matter if I die in a year or if I die in 21 years. I've been called to do this. It feels right. And I trust the universe. And that's what I did. I just trusted the universe, and here I am. So it's the same kind of thing with you. People may be trying to tell you, you're being a fool. You're not thinking things through. What if this happens? What if that happens? Well, you know what you say to them? What if it doesn't happen? In life, we always need to move forward. And what do we have to do to move forward? We have to take the first step. There's that saying, what is it? Every journey begins with a single step. Well, that's what this is about. You are about to embark on something new, a new journey. It could be a new journey with a career. It could be in love. It could be with a friendship. It could be in your spiritual path, maybe, education. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It could be anything or none of those and something else. It could be buying a new home. Maybe you've been renting or you've been thinking of moving. Whatever it is, there's not much else to say with this card. Whatever it is, you're on a new journey. Don't listen to anybody else. Take a leap of faith. That's the whole gist of this card. Take a leap of faith. Because if you don't take that leap, what's going to happen? You're going to be stuck on this cliff, and you're just going to be wondering, and all the thoughts in your head, and not knowing what is out here in the world for you. So while this isn't as deep as our oracle reading last week, I just really want you to understand, take that leap of faith. The universe has your back. And this is going to be a wonderful new beginning. And of course, every journey we come into speed bumps or detours and things like that. I'm not saying that's going to be smooth sailing. By no means I'm not saying that. But how are you going to know unless you go for it? So that's what the universe is saying. Go for it. Okay? I like that card, actually. That's a pretty decent card. If you chose the middle card, you got the Page of Cups. Oh, that's funny on this card. Look, when pigs fly. I never saw that before. And it's kind of cool how it cuts off the bottom here of his legs, but the top of his legs and the rest of the picture's up there. All right, the Page of Cups, this is considered a court card, and I don't like court cards. Court cards are hard to read. Sometimes they're about you. They can represent another person. They're just very, very hard to read. And in a single card reading, it's even worse. So I hate when I pull court cards, but that's okay. Out of the court cards, this one is kind of fun. This one is really telling you to pay attention to your surroundings. So like this card, if you really look at this card, you've got, he's got stuff coming out of his heart space, and there's all kinds of things flying around his head. And I don't know, is that it looks like a Tibetan bowl almost. So he's got a bowl there. He's got a little piggy flying. You got two hands there with the heart. And it looks like an atom of some sort, and then the ocean, and it's very peaceful. And he's being told, or I'm sorry, you're being told by your guides this week to look out for synchronicities. And what do I mean by that? Things like if you keep hearing the same song over and over again. Things like if you see the same numbers over again, like if you look at the clock every day at 11:11 in the morning, or 1:11 in the afternoon, and then 11:11 at night. You go to the grocery store and your bill is 666, and everybody thinks that 666 is a terrible number. Maybe in this satanic religion thing it is, but overall 666 is not in traditional non-evil stuff. 666 is a good number. But anyway, sorry, I digressed. Oops, my ring is crooked. Go ahead and look for those synchronicities. They are going to be all around you this week. And it could be something as simple as seeing a lot of, like, when I first got into crystals, and before I even got my first crystal, I was seeing the color purple everywhere. I like the color purple. It's not my favorite color, but I was seeing it everywhere. And my first crystal was a piece of amethyst, which is purple. I have a piece of amethyst right here. This wasn't the one. This is an amethyst scepter. But as you see, it's purple. So pay attention to that. Again, you'll know it. You will know it when these synchronicities start happening. You might miss it the first time. The second time you might miss it. And the third time you might go, wait a minute, I've seen that 3 times today or something. Also look for signs from nature. Maybe all of a sudden you see a dove fly in front of you, or you see a snake, or a feather falls in front of you. Pay attention to nature, because I think that you could possibly get a sign there as well. But the universe wants you, A, to look for the synchronicities, but number 2, trust your intuition this week. And like this picture, go with the flow. If the flow is that it's splitting in half, then that's the flow this week. Expect the unexpected. As we have the little piggy that flies up here. I think that some of these synchronicities, maybe some of the things that your guides and the universe is the messages that they're going to send you, may come from the most weirdest and unexpected places. And what do I mean by that? I don't know. It could be something like, I don't know, you're cooking and the spaghetti starts, how it starts boiling and it starts popping up and it makes like a smiley face or something. And again, I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what I'm saying. You're going to see some crazy things and you're going to be like, what? So just really pay attention this week, because I'm telling you, your guides, it's kind of funny how they're going to do it this week. Like I said, it's not going to be blatantly obvious. You're going to have to do the little work again and kind of really keep that third eye open this week. It's almost going to be like, like when you're on a trail, and I immediately think of the Brady Bunch. I'm, as I said, I'm in my early 50s, excuse me. And I loved the Brady Bunch growing up. And there was one episode, the one, what is it? Hawaii, when they're in Hawaii and they get lost, and when Vincent Price is after the little taboo idol that Greg found. Anyway, yes, I know my Brady Bunch. But they leave a trail of popcorn. Bobby does, and that's how Peter and Greg, I think it is, or I don't know if the other ones are with them. But anyway, that's how they're found. He leaves like a trail of breadcrumbs. Well, that's what the universe is going to be doing this week. They are going to be leaving you like a little trail of breadcrumbs in these synchronicities and signs this week. So just pay attention. once you get all this, you might not understand it at first, but once you do, you're really going to discover new aspects of life and new aspects of yourself. So all of this, it's not giving you synchronicities telling you like, oh, if you follow this, you're going to win a Ferrari this week or something. This is about, excuse me, your views of the world and your views of yourself. So just pay attention this week. You see something, meditate on it, and you'll be good to go. You guys, and I'd be curious if anybody has anything like that. I'd be curious if you wouldn't mind sharing it. You can either share it in the comments below, or you can even send me a message, a private message on Facebook, or you can email me at Tammy, Tammy, at yournaturalhealer.com. I'd love to hear, because I think, like I said, I think these synchronicities and these signs this week for you are going to be off the hook crazy. So have fun with it. Now, for those of you who chose the right card this week, you chose the Nine of Swords. And as you see, it looks like we've got 9 crows, which crows get a bad rap. Crows are so smart. They could be ravens too, I guess. And the girl's here and she looks, really upset and she's crying. And red is usually a symbol of worries and things like that. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kick the tripod there. So I think that this week you're going to find yourself with a lot of, and it may have already started, over the weekend, but you're going to find that you're in a space, or you're going to be in a space, like maybe later today or tomorrow, of some dark or maybe dark thoughts or disturbing feelings. And, it's stemming from like excess worries. And the thing is with all this, you're letting fear run your life. And when you start worrying a lot and you're worrying about things that may or may not happen, it turns into this vicious cycle. And, the worry, it can cause anxiety. It can lead to depression. It could push people away. And, all these negative thoughts, how do I want to say that? It's just you're over worrying. So you have to break the cycle. So for example, and I'm not saying this is what anybody's going through, but if you're sitting there worrying that your partner, your significant other, is cheating on you, and that's all you do is worry about that. Oh my gosh, I know that, he's gonna be cheating on me. He's gonna cheat on me. I know he's cheating on me. And then what happens with that? You start growing suspicion. And then that suspicion then leads to mistrust. So then maybe you're looking at his cell phone. Maybe, if he's saying he's working late, you're driving by his office or his workplace to see if his car is really there. Maybe you're going in and reading, like I said, his text messages, and things of that nature. And that's not good for you psychologically, mentally, physically, emotionally. But then what happens if, again, like I said, I hate to use the words all in your head, but if it hasn't happened, why are you making assumptions? And then when you start, so using the cheating example again, so when you start accusing the person, they're going to get mad because they know that they're innocent. They're going to get mad and they're going to withdraw and you're going to push them away. Okay? So whatever this stuff you're worrying about, if it could be, maybe you're worrying about that you're going to get fired, or like I said, the cheating, or worrying about, how you're going to make ends meet this month or whatever, you got to stop worrying about it. Okay. Now, I'm not saying if you're in a financial bind that you just go, okay, whatever. If I want it, I'm buying it. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that if you know things are going to be tight, you can't worry about it. All you can do is be proactive and, not go buy that $7 latte from Starbucks, not go on an Amazon shopping spree at 2 a.m. when you can't sleep, or you're watching TV and you see as you've seen on TV infomercials and start buying, makeup and face cream and pasta makers and things of that nature. Okay, so I'm not saying you can't have concerns. I'm just saying you're making it worse than it actually is. Okay, it's really not a reflection of what's happening around you. So you need to remember that whatever this is, it's not a true reflection of what's around you. So, for example, if we take these birds out of the picture, there's nothing scary. It's all in her head. She's imagining this. This is really not a reflection. And as you see, that's why we have the white bird and the black bird, is because it's not a reflection. Things are not as bad as you're making it seem. You're being a little bit of a drama queen or king, whichever. So you need to stop. However, you might need some help. If you need to go seek professional help, please go see your doctor. Maybe you need to go talk to a religious figure or a spiritual advisor. Maybe you need to go, and I always say this one, meditate. Maybe you need to meditate a little more. Go watch my video, Throwing Stones, letting go of things that don't serve you well. You can't control if someone cheats on you. You can't control, if you're doing your job at 100%, you can't control if you're going to be fired or not. So why worry about those things? And it may or may not happen. So I need you to take some deep breaths this week. When you start to feel that those dark thoughts or negative feelings creeping in, I want you to take 7 deep inhales in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. If you need to go watch my video, Throwing Stones, and that's letting go of things that aren't serving you well, do it. Because like I said, this is going to spiral way out of control. No drama. We are no drama llamas. Mama. All right. So with that being said, I hope you have a great week. And we are now going to do our Reiki hug. So I'm going to really quickly grab the bowl. I am grabbing this is my third eye chakra. So we are going to pull from the or we're going to listen to the third eye chakra while you receive your Reiki hug this morning. So please go ahead, if you haven't done so, put them cell phones on silent. 2 minutes, guys. You deserve 2 minutes. Once you turn them on silent, go ahead and get comfortable. Start breathing naturally, in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting go of any tension. Just breathing nice and easy. Starting with your head, start relaxing your body, letting go of any tension, working your way down to your neck, to your midsection. Don't forget your arms and fingers, down to your knees, your ankles and your toes. Everything is nice and relaxed. At any point during the next 2 minutes, if a thought pops into your head, I want you to take a deep breath in and exhale it right out of your mind. You don't have to deal with this for the next 2 minutes. All right. All right, if you haven't done so, go ahead and start wiggling those fingers and toes, slowly opening your eyes, coming back to the world. All right, so thank you so much for joining me this week. Again, please make sure you subscribe to that button. You can turn off the notifications. Give me a thumbs up. If you leave a comment, be kind. Don't forget to go to yournaturalhealer.com or lotuscenter.online.com to sign up for the full moon event coming up. It will be released at midnight, technically 12:01 in the morning on the full moon, and you can watch it at your own leisure. So go ahead and sign up for that. If you are interested in some distance Reiki or card readings or some numerology, birth chart analysis, whatever, check out the services tab on my website. If you haven't, if you're not following me on Facebook, I'm there as well. Lots of good and fun, all kinds of information there about holistic healing, and that's Your Natural Healer. And with that being said, that's it for today. So, on Wednesday, it's, first of all, I will see you tomorrow for Tuesday's Enlightenment. And then Wednesday, I will be releasing a short little video. We're just going to do a card of the day on Wednesday, and it's going to be a card for crystal healing. And that'll just give you some guidance of what crystal, if you have it, to work with this week. So, with that being said, again, I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, Oracle reading Friday morning. All right. Have a great week, guys. Namaste. Oh, and go live your best life, but do it the natural way. Now it's namaste.